Good morning, guys and gals. It is a new day, and, well, it's Sunday, which makes it the last day before classes start up again. So tomorrow, you'll be getting, here I am talking about tomorrow, but tomorrow you'll be getting more of me going to classes, so hopefully it'll be a bit of a longer vlog than has been happening previously. Whether it will be as long as, or perhaps longer than, the three before yesterday's, who knows? Depends on whether or not I make something for dinner or for lunch or anything like that. Something interesting. But yeah, so things are about to go back to normal. So I need to get my online stuff completely completed before then. I have only a few things left to do, but I should really sit down and focus on them for the rest of the day, of which there are lots of hours, so, because it's 9 o'clock. So, yeah. Let's see what I can get done. There's still lots of things that I'll have to do that are not the online things. They're less important, and I can focus on them during the week, and at the end of the week I think if I can settle down and put my time into it, which I know how to do now, I just need to get better at doing it. So yeah, that's gonna be today. Let's get into it. Seems just enough for breakfast tomorrow, because I've already got milk for today. But some point tomorrow I will need to go shopping again for milk. At the same time, I'm probably also going to get Cocoa Pops, because I'm running out of that as well. And apples, because I've only got one left. Don't think I need anything else, but yeah. And I knew this was going to happen. The reason I didn't pick them up then is because milk has a really short life, right? This thing here goes off in 3 days, on the 4th of October, right? If I had gotten it 3 days earlier than I did, then it would not have lasted, or it would have barely lasted. And, you know, I bought those other things days ago, so, you know, it's just a lot safer to wait until I run out of it before getting more. Just works better that way. So, that's something else to put in tomorrow as well. It's 12:30, and I've been working for most of the morning, and I'm kind of hungry, so I am thinking of going down to the dining hall for brunch, and then I'm going to come back up here and, well, just keep going.
Hot chocolate. Whoa, it's hot.
That is one big caterpillar. Look at that thing. That's huge. Well, it's probably best to just leave it alone. It can be dangerous. But also, you know, why would you harm a caterpillar? Makes no sense. It's evening now, and I've been working for quite a bit of the afternoon, for a few hours. I know I didn't record anything at lunch, and, well, I haven't recorded much today, once again, but like I said, hopefully there'll be more in future days. I'm going to head down to dinner in a bit, and when I do, I'll see if I can actually record people this time. I'm changed a little bit, because I was boiling. I might regret that decision, actually, when I leave the dining hall in an hour or so. Today, we've got some sort of lamb grizzle, I suppose is the best description. It actually looks really nice. And some beans again, and some broccoli. I don't know. No. You got a problem with being the vlog?
Oh, it's okay. I just didn't expect that.
Right, okay. Surprise cameo. So let's give these a try. It's actually really good. It's better than the crunchy stuff they usually make.
You said hi first.
Oh, hot. Hot though. I need water. Not much to film again. I don't know, I just sort of tried to film bits, but yeah, just couldn't really bring myself to film everything, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. All I know is I shouldn't force the vlogs to be long. I should just film when I think it's appropriate and not try to film just to make a long vlog, okay? That's basically how I feel about it at this point. I'm also really tired, so I left the dining hall earlier than I usually do, so I head back to my room and figure out what to do next. Probably not gonna be much. Might just go to bed and sleep early. So, I wanted... The umbrella against the wall. I wanted to talk a little bit about the gym and what my plan is for that. So I stopped about a week ago before the study break because I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere with it, didn't think I was losing weight, didn't think I was getting fitter, etc, etc. Might have been a bad idea to stop because I look even more like a potato. Since then, I've gotten a few ideas from people about it. And hold on. Starting out down here with Jake Wayne, right here, what he suggested was doing 20 minutes of high intensity activity, rowing, sprinting, push-ups, etc. Instead of doing the low intensity thing that I was doing, which is sort of alternating running and walking for 80 minutes at various sort of length of time doing each, which was, I think that was a great idea. Something I want to take a look into doing. But back on Wednesday, I also talked to my counsellor about it, and he mentioned something that personal trainers talk about. What he said was that what happens when you start exercising, doing anything, it goes really well at first. So for about a week, it goes really well, and then it sort of levels out. The body is designed to do one type of exercise, or one type of anything, for a little amount of time, and then switch to something else. It's not designed to do one thing for an extended amount of time. It's why some people say that it's impossible to focus on a task for more than 30 minutes. So you can think of it like this. Here is the amount of work you do over an amount of time. And you can sort of consider this, let's imagine this line here. This is sort of the rate at which things go. Oh. Me and my terrible drawing skills. But you can see what I mean. Here is sort of the amount of work you do over time. So I'm losing this amount of weight at this amount of time. And so it sort of levels out, and after that point, your heart, your entire body is used to what you're doing, and so it doesn't try to improve more. And you can sort of consider it like this. You can sort of consider it like this, where it sort of just starts being good for you, and you're sort of improving at sort of this rate, and it just slows down. If you're thinking mathematically, you can think of this. You can think of this as a logarithmic graph, this as sort of a 1 on x graph. It's the derivative, basically. The slope. But I'm speaking very nerdily, and some of you can't probably understand. So, this is how well you're doing. This is the rate of how well you're doing. And the rate of how well you're doing is basically the rate at which you improve, basically. And that slows down over time. So what my counsellor suggested is that after 1, 2, or 3 weeks, sort of less than a month maximum, and apparently this is what personal trainers also suggest, is that after the month, I start again doing something completely different. Right? And then the process starts all over again. And then you do that for 3 weeks, and then you change your style again. And it doesn't necessarily have to go back and forth between one style and another. It just has to be changing every now and then. And it can't be a set time either. Right? You can't say, okay, after exactly 3 weeks, I'm going to change it to this system. Because that's not how it works. Because eventually you'll be changing every 3 weeks, and your body will get used to that, and that will stop working. Or you'll get bored of it. So what my counsellor said is that it's best really to listen to your body, basically, whatever that means. Basically, you need to be able to sort of figure out for yourself whether or not, after an amount of time of doing one thing at the gym for weeks on end, whether that's helping or not. And at the point where you realise, okay, this isn't really helping anymore, you have to change up your system. And that could be at any amount of time. That could have been a week, it could have been a month. It could be any amount of time down the line after starting a system. That is the point in which you have to stop and start doing something else. And you have to think of something else. Anything else. Any set of exercises, or anything. And there are lots of machines at the gym that I can use. So, there's treadmills, there's bike machines, there's other running machines, and that's just in sort of the running section. Then there's weightlifting machines. There's sort of a little boxing area. There are exercise mats. There's all sorts of strange contraptions in the gym. I might actually show you some of them. And so I think this is what I might actually start doing. There's also another few things that I haven't quite looked at from my comments. There are these 3 pages that I mentioned before that I haven't actually looked at yet. Okay, so let's look at the plan for next week. Let's see. This is the end of this week, so there. Now next week, first is Monday, right? Tomorrow, okay? Class is back. That's when everything starts. And in the past, I would have gone back to the gym after this, right? After that practical class. Speaking of which, I need to get the details of one of my I need to get the details of my practical class teacher at that point again, because of course I've lost the pieces of paper I had the details on, so I need to get that again. And I also need to do that the following practical class, but I might have actually another person I can put on as a referee, so more on that if that comes to anything. Yeah, so I'm going to not go to the gym tomorrow, okay? I'm just going to have one more day where I'm not doing anything, which is probably bad for me. And then on Tuesday, my plan here is to head down to Midlands to do the things I need to do there. Pick up Wonder Woman, pick up my clothes, pick up the metronome, all that. On Wednesday, that is the day that I think I'll start trying to go to the gym again. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do at the gym, but I think that is when I'll start setting aside time again to try. So that is the plan for future days and future weeks, hopefully. We'll see how well that goes, and in the meantime, I'll try to stay on top of work, which I'm almost fully on top of now. There are a couple of things from the online things I haven't quite caught on top of yet, but I think I can stay on top of the new stuff from now on. Let's see how much I can get done with the stuff I've got left in the upcoming week, I think. But yeah, things are looking good, I think. That's the end of the vlog. Yeah. I did have a little bit of footage after that last clip, because I couldn't get to sleep, so I went and hanged out with my friends. Is that a word? I went to join my friends in one of the rooms upstairs for a bit, just to sort of calm down and relax. It worked, partially, so that's cool. I cut that footage out because it wasn't really my best work, and there wasn't much to film of it anyway, and, you know, like I said before, I should stop trying to force myself to make longer vlogs and film tons of stuff. I should just do what works, I think. Something along the lines of that, I guess. So, that's the end of the vlog. I've got to stop now so that I can finish this editing and get it out, because I've got classes in an hour, so, yep, that's the thing I've got to do. So, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like if you liked, leave a comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you want more, and ding that bell to be notified when I upload the next one of these. And until then, I'll catch you guys and gals later.